There is a place inside you that the world cannot touch. It is a secret room, an invisible fortress. Out there, everything is chaos. The economy collapses, relationships break, people betray. If your peace depends on what happens out there, you are already dead. You are a dry leaf in a hurricane. But there is a mental architecture designed to make you immune. Not happy. Happiness is vulgar. I'm talking about being immune. Marcus Aurelius called it the Inner Citadel. Listen to me closely. If you came here looking for comfort or pretty words to feel validated in your weakness, you can close this video now. You can go. This channel is not for tourists. It is for men who want to kill their own ego. If you stay, it's because you are ready for mental surgery without anesthesia. What I'm handing you today, step by step, are not tips. They are the engineering blueprints for that citadel based on the 4 laws of Stoic power. If you apply these 4 laws in order, you will become a man who walks through fire without burning. Let's start with the diagnosis. Look at yourself. Observe with brutal honesty. You think you are a free man, but you are a biological puppet. A text message changes your mood. A look of contempt destroys your confidence. A bad day at work keeps you awake. Anything external has the power to hijack your mind. You are weak. Epictetus, the slave who taught emperors, gave us the source code. In his work, The Enchiridion, he tells us, men are not disturbed by things, but by the view which they take of them. This is Law 1, the separation. You have to learn to see the world in 2 columns. Column A, what happens, meaning the data. And column B, what you tell yourself, meaning the drama. Pain does not live in column A. Pain lives exclusively in column B. But mastering your perception is just the beginning. It is useless if you don't know how to nullify the attacks of others. Later, I will reveal the law of the social autopsy, the exact technique so that public opinion ceases to exist for you. But first, you must learn to be silent. But this requires absolute auditory control. You cannot separate the signal from the noise if your mind is a loud marketplace. As we saw in our previous lesson, never reveal your plans. You have the link above and in the description. The first step was to silence your mouth before the world, but that was basic level. Now, you must apply that strategic silence inward. You must silence the scream of your own ego when it is wounded. Marcus Aurelius used a brutal technique for this. Objective stripping. When he was served the most expensive wine in the empire, he told himself, "This is not sacred nectar. This is fermented grape juice." He looked at his purple emperor's robe and wrote, "This is just sheep's wool dyed with the blood of a shellfish." Why would he do this? To take the power away from objects. If you strip the legend from the object, it stops seducing you. Use this when they insult you. Don't listen to the words. Look at the mechanics. That screaming man is just a scared mammal expelling air through his larynx. It is biology failing. It is not an attack on your honor. It is noise. Does it offend you if a dog barks? No. Then do not be offended when a fool speaks. But indifference is defensive, and you are not here to hide. You are here to conquer. Here enters Law 2, the living fire. Understand the physics of power. A candle is extinguished by the wind. A fire feeds on the wind. You have been a candle all your life, protecting your small comfort. Now you will become the fire. The obstacle does not block the path. The obstacle is the fuel. Did you get fired? Good. Fuel to build your empire. Did she leave you? perfect. Fuel to rebuild your value. But be careful. Transmuting pain into power requires extreme physical vitality. A strong mind and a weak body is a contradiction. You cannot have a stoic mind if your brain is inflamed and tired. If you feel exhausted in the face of adversity, it is because you need to work more on your energy protocol, as we also discussed in our video, Dopamine Control, Biological Warfare. Without that biological base, Amor Fati is just an intellectual fantasy. And what does this refer to exactly? Amor Fati is a Latin phrase meaning love of fate. It is a philosophical attitude to accept and love everything that happens in life, the good and the bad, seeing it as necessary and valuable. An idea popularized by Friedrich Nietzsche and with roots in Stoicism. Another author who mastered this was the Austrian poet Rainer Maria Rilke. In his poetic collection, The Book of Hours, we find this beautiful and profound phrase: "Let everything happen to you, beauty and terror. Just keep going, no feeling is final." Spoken in a stoic way, you need energy to burn the chaos. Now let's elevate the perspective. When the world suffocates you, use Law 3, the view from above. Rise to the mental stratosphere. Look down. What will you find? Ants. Millions of biological organisms running in circles for false, imaginary status. Look at history. What happened to the empires that believed themselves eternal? They are now dust. Men who worried about their reputation 1,000 years ago are dead and forgotten. You will also be forgotten. Yes, it is hard to know. Assimilated, you will also be forgotten. You are a flash in eternity, a blink between two abysses of darkness. This terrifies the ego, but it liberates the soul. Why? Look at it this way. If you are nothing, your problems are nothing. What does it matter if you look ridiculous? What does it matter if you fail? No one gets out of here alive anyway. Stop playing defense. You're already dead. So live dangerously. And this brings us to the promise I made you at the beginning. The final enemy, the fear of other people's judgment. For this, we will apply Law 4, the Social Autopsy. Are you worried about what they will say? Perform an autopsy on the source. Who is criticizing you? Look at them closely. Is it worth paying attention to them? They are people who lie to themselves, slaves to their vices, cowards who have never dared to do anything. Do you truly seek validation from these people? Do you want to be applauded by the mad? What good would it do you, with or without their applause? You would still be the same person. A lion does not lose sleep over the opinion of sheep. By building your citadel, you will be alone. It is inevitable. Your old friends will tell you that you've changed, that you are cold. It is the price of sovereignty. Raise the drawbridge. Close the gates. Let the world scream outside. Inside your mind, only reason should rule. Only you should rule. We have reached the end. You have diagnosed your ego, learned to be alone, mastered silence, optimized your energy, and today you have crowned yourself. If you want to keep this crown, you need to feed your mind. Go directly to the source. Make it a purpose. Read Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Read also the Enchiridion by Epictetus, but do not read them as simple books. Read them as manuals to improve day by day. Add them to your library. Turn them into your arsenal. Go out there. The next time chaos knocks on your door, do not hide. Open it, smile, and say, "Thank you for the fuel." If you found value here, it's because you seek more than just cheap entertainment. If this 1% improvement resonates with you, then you belong to the minority. Make it official. Subscribe now and continue the ascent. Outdo yourself with every lesson. Stay stoic. Never stop learning.